Hello and welcome to KahindoTech. In this video, I would like to respond to a video that Marques Brownlee made regarding YouTube's plans to remove the dislike button. For those of you who might not know him, he's a very big tech YouTuber. As you can see right here, he has, I think, right now, he might have like 15 million subscribers. Anyways, back to the topic of this video. YouTube's plan to remove the dislike button. Here's what Marques had to say.
Removing public dislikes. So there was a YouTube blog post yesterday explaining that they will be slowly hiding the dislike counter for all videos on YouTube starting today. That dislike count will now be hidden for all viewers of all videos. So
YouTube is basically trying to remove the public dislike button. As you can see in YouTube videos, there's usually a like and a dislike button. YouTube would like to publicly remove the dislike button. This means that viewers can still dislike videos, and only the creator will be able to view the like to dislike count, okay? I believe this is a very big disservice to YouTube viewers, and my video is not so much a response to what Marques had to say, but I would like to add to what he has to say. I believe that this change is going to specifically negatively impact a certain type of channels. And these channels are the how-to channels, the tutorial channels, and the makeup channels, okay? That's one thing that I would like to add. And in addition to that, I think it's going to negatively impact the YouTube search algorithm, okay? So let's start with how it's going to negatively impact the how-to channels. And again, like I said, these are the makeup tutorials and all these how-to videos. Have you ever heard of the term YouTube University? YouTube has become a place that is more than just for entertainment or where you can watch cut videos. On YouTube, you can actually learn very important things. For example, when I was going to school at a top 20 engineering university in America, I would still find myself going on YouTube to learn some concepts. On YouTube, there's such high quality content where even some creators were able to explain things better than even university professors. Even beyond just educational stuff, you can learn some real life stuff. Like, for example, you can go on YouTube to learn how to change your car oil. You can go on YouTube to learn how to insert a door. You can go to YouTube to learn how to change your oil. There are many things that you can learn from YouTube, from simple things to even very advanced things. And you're learning all these things from absolute strangers. That's why it's very important to be able to tell the quality of the information that you're receiving. And YouTube removing the dislike button, I think it removes some of your ability to determine how useful the information that you're learning is. And I think they believe that the comments are good enough, but I think that the comments alone are not good enough. I believe that they have to keep both the comments and the dislike button. Because to be honest, I don't know about you, but me, I don't always read the comments. And it's just sometimes you want to learn something really quickly, and you don't really have the time to go through all the reviews of this comment, that comment, that comment. Nobody has time for that. And sometimes, even if you're in a hurry, when you see such a big difference in the like to dislike ratio, that's kind of a red flag, and it makes you stop and slow down, and you go to the comments to try to understand exactly why this video has such a high number of dislikes. And even some people don't necessarily stop watching a video just because it has a high dislike ratio. A lot of times when you see the high dislike ratio, it just tells you to just go in the comment, and sometimes you can still even watch the video. And the dislike button is just very helpful in creating some kind of quality control of the content that we're receiving, okay? Now let's jump into how this change can negatively affect the YouTube algorithm. And for those of you who don't know it, it's basically how YouTube is able to determine good versus bad videos. And usually if YouTube thinks a video is bad, it will not show it to a lot of people. And when YouTube thinks a video is good, it's gonna keep showing it to more people. Now, most creators should know that with YouTube, it's not necessarily the quality of your video. It's not about the view counts, but more so of the watch time. YouTube doesn't really care so much for your numbers of views or even number of like to dislike. I've noticed that even for me, there's videos that I've made that were bad and they had a very high level of dislikes, but it was still being shown to a lot of people. And the reason behind that is because a lot of people were spending a lot of time watching this video. So YouTube will mistakenly think that it's a good video when it was actually a bad video. That's why when you have like the dislike button, you could have possibly warned people to go read the comments to understand whether or not they should spend time watching the specifically bad video that I made. This is the exact reason why I think it's gonna negatively impact the YouTube algorithm, because now there will be bad videos that people will keep watching and YouTube is gonna only go read the watch time without knowing that people don't realize that the video is bad until they're already deep into the video. So it would be a good idea for people to be warned ahead of time, and then they won't watch too much of the video. And if they don't watch too much of the video, that means that the video won't get a lot of watch time and YouTube won't mistake that video for a video that was good. And this way, it's not only saving people time, it's also helping the YouTube search algorithm to properly understand what is a good and what is a bad video. Anyways, those are the two things that I thought I would like to add. Like I said, it helps people know good and bad videos, and also it helps the YouTube search algorithm. But I've given you the two problems that I think can come out of this, and now let me give you a solution. I suggest to YouTube, how about they give people the option of choosing whether or not to display the dislike count. So this way, if this changes for creators, right, then they should give us the power to decide, and we can decide whether we want it or not. And that way it's not gonna negatively impact our mental health. Anyways, that's my solution. I just think that they should give us the option of deciding whether or not we want that. And I would like to hear from you as viewers and as my fellow creators. What do you think of that idea of giving us the option of choosing to display that or not? I would like to really leave your comments in the comment section so I can know what you think of about this whole idea.